There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, you'll be okay. A beautiful day waiting for you. Just open your eyes, you'll see it's true.
Hey everybody, Max here at Middle C Music. This winter, I had the fantastic opportunity to return to my homeland in the upper Mississippi and visit Hal Leonard's distribution and printing headquarters in Winona, Minnesota. I had a great time exploring all of the printing floor and all the warehouse and everything. So I just wanted to give you guys a peek at it and show you that I can box books almost as well as I can take them out of the cardboard. So let's have a look at what I found. Here we are in the digital printing room. Many of the books in Middle C come from this room, are born here. We got the roll starts here. Before we're gonna make a book, comes all the way through here, down into here. Here, the first page, one side of it is printed. Very cool, that happens there. Then, through a fantastic series of twisty angles, paper gets turned around so the other side can get printed here. After which, comes out over here, down, more neat, clever, twisty angles. You can actually walk over it. Then it comes up through here. Choral music? Alright. Paper's coming in there. Deep down there, and then they told me that I can come up, take a look at it. Check, look at that. That is ink. It's about to become music.
What the paper's doing, we're perfecting. The paper is going down through there. First unit, printing black. Second unit is printing 471, which is the brown. Paper flips upside down, gets grabbed from the tail, prints black on the back, comes through, nothing printing, fourth unit, comes into the feeder.
Oh wow. Very cool, finished product.
And even though that's 471, which is that, that's a screen. Tiny little dots with white spaces in between make it look lighter.
Very cool. Alright, so this is where it gets folded. See, we've got a coral piece here. Comes over through here. Getting folded down, and comes out as a finished product right here. Wow. Those printing presses were amazing. How fast, how much music they could print at once. After I finished with the printing floor, I moved over to the warehouse and distribution center.
Do up to 30 different things with an order.
Okay.
And basically, they put them to voice system and assign people, or just as you come, you get the next order that comes in.
So when I send my order to Chrissy over in Milwaukee,
Yep.
She puts it in, and then that comes straight to right here?
It comes into HR.
Okay.
To be, if you're on credit or whatever. But anyhow, they got to look at it, and they look at the edit,
Okay.
and then they send it out this way.
Oh, okay.
So once it is received here, then we put it to a voice system.
Oh right. That, yes. Okay.
Let me watch what you want. And then randomly, people, when they're picking, we have different degrees of rushes. Like your rush would have been a code 1.
Code
which
1?
Meant we would pick that first.
Oh.
And then you go all the way to 9. So from 1 to 9 gives us the idea of how fast we want to get these out the door.
Okay. So like when you do the new issues every month.
Yes.
How do you must have a bunch of really similar orders for that, or
Yes,
how
and
does
I'll
that
have
work
to show
out?
you that as we get down that way.
Excellent.
Okay. Right now, we get into the warehouse. This is a high-rise warehouse.
Okay.
We use turret trucks to retrieve out of this narrow aisle. It's only 54 inches wide, It's wire guidant, and we'll go down and look at one of the turret trucks down here.
This looks like the cool job.
That's far enough. And then he can go up. It's a wire guidance, so the crack that looks like it's in the middle of the floor is a wire guidance system. So he locks on that. So
neat.
He doesn't have to worry about steering.
Yeah, especially in those narrow aisles.
He can go up and then retrieve a pallet, and that will extend out and retrieve the pallet. And he can actually take that pallet and put it on the other side, right in that aisle, if he needs to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
And when you get to these smaller aisles, they're still the better sellers.
Mm-hmm.
But what we've done then is we put in an arrow in. So the arrow tells a picker that it's this location and this location.
Okay.
So that there's 2 locations for this book, and that's what the arrows mean.
We're on the 2nd floor now.
That where this green rack is extruding through the floor, that side and that side will give us the 10,000 square feet. It doesn't go all the way down. This whole floor is 40,000 square feet.
Wow.
Now you can start seeing that these shelves are a lot smaller as far as height goes, and then there's no arrows. Everything is a single, and these are getting to be less and less that we sell them, okay? Still pretty good movers, because these are 3x8s, and that's 24 inches of product, which moves pretty good yet. But as it gets slower and slower, we keep on moving down. And right here, this is the end of that, basically 10,000 square feet, and then the rest of this is a solid floor, which means we can move this around anytime we wanted to, if we really wanted to.
Oh, neat. I see.
But once this rack comes through here, we can't change anything. It's gotta stay there.
Okay.
But this is what they call a dance floor. So this whole floor right here now
It's adjustable.
could be redone.
Okay.
Do try to keep series together. In other words, the band arrangements we try to keep together. We try to keep the chorals together, and then we try to keep the 9x12 all folios together and stuff like that. So we do have families that we call them kind of family groups, and we kind of keep those together.
All right.
As you'll see when we get down here, you'll see all of a sudden band arrangements here,
Okay.
and you'll see a couple of aisles of that, and then you'll start seeing chorals.
Oh, yeah.
And then you'll see all kinds of chorals, and that's what I mean about we kind of keep that family together.
Sure.
And the same thing when we come down this way, you'll see 9x12 books, and all of a sudden you'll see bands, and then you'll see chorals, and then a lot of chorals yet.
Yeah.
And you can see these are even smaller shelves, so these are selling less and less, but yet they're getting there.
The stuff when I'm looking to find that particular arrangement for someone with those.
Right.
Yeah.
And you got to remember, we also can digitize it, so then we can send it to you digital, and we can send it to you print on demand and all kinds of stuff. So with our digital presses, we can do a lot more now.
Yeah.
Like a shelf, and then it's numbered 1 through 50. So each of these drawers have 50 different items in, and when the picker comes to this particular location, it will tell them to go to this file 7, pull out their book or books.
Oh, it's in Britain. Cool.
Yep. And pick how many they need. So then with the digital press, because we can print to the shelf, print on demand, if we only sell 5 a year, we can print 5, or we can print less. And then over on this side, as they start ending up, you got a lot of CDs and DVDs. That's what this whole area is here. Done lights out, it's telling her that order is complete.
Okay.
So when she puts that done light out, where's the other one? Okay, sorry.
Okay.
No, that order's not done yet. Yep, there it goes. No, it's
There it is. Cool.
and now she'll wrap that one. Every one of our items has a weight registered to it. So we know exactly what each book weighs. We actually know the size of the book. We also know how thick the book is. So when an item comes down here, it goes over that weigh in motion scale, so we already know an estimated weight of that box. And see, those two came across at the same time. Those are going to spit out this way because of the. Brandon is actually running off boxes that got to go either UPS, Federal Express, or whatever, and he's manifesting, actually getting the postage on the box.
Okay.
A lot of boxes already have it on, but there's a few that quite are not finished. I'm gonna come down this way. So then they're scanned down there, and then they'll come down here and get scanned again. Get onto a particular lane. If they're UPS, they'll kick out to the side like you see right there. Mm-hmm. If they're Federal Express, they'll kick out the next lane. If they're postal, they'll come down to this very end. So there's 4 diverts.
And I'm working with Bob and Greg, and we are gonna find our Middle C Music's order for this week. So, gonna following Greg here through the. Which zone are we in right now?
We're gonna go to zone 2.
We're going to zone 2. So here we are with Greg and Bob. We're looking for our order here, and we've reached aisle K kilo, and I think there is a magical person who tells Greg and knows where Greg is and tells us exactly where to find the books, right?
Right. What the voice system is going to do is she's going to make sure that I am in kilo or K.
Okay.
Once I get to K, I'm going to tell her ready, and then she's going to give us the first pick.
Okay.
Say again.
Aisle 2 kilo.
Ready.
8 Charlie 5. Pick 1.
Okay, so we're going to go to 8 Charlie 5.
Okay.
Here again, it's all numerical, odd side, even side.
Look at all this music.
And here we're at Charlie 8. Okay, the whole section is 8. Now what we do here is we kind of alphabetize it too, because everything on the bottom is going to be A, then B, C, D, E. It's kind of like a GPS for picking.
Okay.
Say again.
8 Charlie 5. Pick 1.
I knew it was going to be that one. I put it in that order.
Book audio. 8 Charlie 5. Pick 1.
Now in the event I say the wrong number,
Mm-hmm.
okay, she's going to give me 2 tries at this number, and then she's going to tell me again where the item is.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Wrong 1, 2, 3. Try again.
4, 5, 6.
Wrong 4, 5, 6. Try again. 8 Charlie 5. Pick 1.
1, 0, 2.
Pick 1.
Yay!
1.
Does the voice have a name?
It's a male or a female.
What do you want to? You want to name it? Go ahead.
I feel like there must be some employee names for the voice.
Some days.
It's just vocalic. That's and it's a male or a female.
Okay.
And it can do multiple languages if we needed to. But at this point in time, we're only English.
Okay.
So we're okay.
All right.
And no, we didn't name it.
Yeah, everything is always very carefully wrapped, I know, to avoid any kind of
dog ears or damage.
Yeah. Okay, got the Hal Leonard box here. Ha ha ha.
Okay, so what we do is we kind of put a cover sheet in there.
Right, yeah.
And then the easy part is what we do is we kind of go back to the original number that we scanned the book by,
Mm-hmm.
and we just scan it, and it tells us how many we need. So if we got the 2,
Double check there.
put them in the box,
All right.
okay?
Oh, that one I know is a special order for someone who wants that particular piece.
Well,
yeah, I know.
it's on its way.
It's on its way. Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not that we don't keep, many things in stock at Middle
Right.
C, of course.
Right.
But we also work with you guys to make sure we can get anything from this whole warehouse. So, distribution center.
Distribution
excuse me.
center.
Just keep scanning
You're in the back.
and watch the number in the screen. You need 3 of those.
Okay.
So if you picked it right,
We picked it right. We're all good. Yeah. All right. This is not the first time, or excuse me, not the last time that I will scan this. when I get back to DC, this will get scanned into our system as well.
Yeah. So.
And we want to kind of, is there a special way to put it in?
No, just sit in there. Now, in the event, you and I pick this one, okay?
Okay.
To scan that.
Okay. Record, buddy. I know that I have a couple of these in stock, so there isn't one on the order. Yep.
Oh, it's telling you that you picked the wrong item.
Okay.
Okay. It's kind of like what it'll do is it'll just tell you actually where to go put it back.
Okay.
Okay. So what we do is we can either assign an error to the person that picked it wrong and just F12 it, and then it'll take us back to the screen.
Okay. Okay. Very cool.
Have them keep going.
All right. One top here. One jazz piano method.
You know, you're being timed on this, so you gotta.
Okay, going faster. Okay.
We're going to get a packing list.
Packing list, yes. Your GAT.
Here, you want to put a little note on there for yourself?
Yeah. Oh, sure, yeah. Let's do it. You got a pen here?
Yes, right here. See, it's FedEx.
All right.
Write whatever you want on.
Hi. Middle C.
Don't blame me if the order is wrong.
All Max Field's fault. It's I bear complete responsibility.
And my lawyer will call in the morning.
For this one. But it's okay. Greg trained me well. On everything besides my handwriting.
And well, so what we'll do is we'll just kind of pack her up here a little bit.
Alright. You usually pop this in. I'm trying to remember where I usually find my pack.
I just put it in the last box.
Yeah, that's that.
You can just put that on top.
Right there.
Put a few bubbles in there.
Bubbles? Yeah, I know those bubbles real well. I like your bubbles compared to anyone else's bubbles.
Why is that?
Because they're way easier to de-bubblify. Yes. They don't make a mess. They're wonderful.
No, you just close it. You close it up.
Close it?
Yeah,
Okay.
close it up. We want to make
saw
sure.
my closing technique last time.
We want to make sure it gets there.
I'm much better at ripping them apart, I have to say.
Well, you wouldn't be very happy if it didn't get there.
No, that's true.
Especially with your name on it now and video.
There's a lot of evidence here, yeah.
All right, now you shove it on the track,
Okay.
and it goes away.
Goodbye.
There you go.
Thank you. Here we are. This is the distribution hub floor boxing area of Hal Leonard here up in Winona. That's right down there is where I did my boxing. I was right there. And then the box went out around here, all the way up to there. Got its postage somewhere over here. Got sorted and gets sent out over there. And all the books themselves came from the second floor over there. And the first floor, sort of back in there where we've been wandering around. Very cool. All right. All right, everybody. So I got back to DC here at Middle C, and I was really excited to unbox the box that I had boxed in an unboxing video. But unfortunately, because we're just so efficient here at the store, the box had already been unboxed before I got here to unbox it. So the books are already ready. The special orders are out, and the books are already on our shelves for people to enjoy. In the meantime, I just really want to say thank you to Mindy and Bob and Greg and everybody over at Hal Leonard, and then of course especially Chrissy, who helped set up the whole visit and who I work with every week all the time. It's really a pleasure working with you guys. Thank you so much for making me feel at home at your home. All right, thanks a lot.